Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. My name is Brian McCormick, and you're watching MTG Rocks. We're going to be playing Izzet Control today in ranked best of 3, so traditional style Magic with a sideboarded games. Izzet Control is very similar to the Drake deck, however, we're only running 4 Crackling Drakes. We do run 2 God-Eternal Kefnets, which work well with our instant and sorcery spells. The big boon to this deck is the 4 Saheeli. Basically, we can create our servo tokens and then make them into copies of Crackling Drakes, which can make them basically 10 power flyers and deal a lot of damage. We're also running our sets, which stop our opponent from drawing cards and can get our own cards. And then we're just running a lot of removal and draw cards that help pump our Crackling Drakes and remove our opponent's threats. On our top end, we have 2 Immortal Suns. It shuts down those silly Planeswalker strategies, draws its cards, pumps our creatures, and makes our instants and sorceries cost 1 less mana. On the sideboard, we've got Disdainful Stroke for big spells, Negates for Planeswalker strategies, control decks, Sorcerous Spyglass versus Planeswalkers, Narset versus control, Fiery Cannonades versus aggro, Beacon Bolt can be good against mid-range and aggro, Rekindling Phoenix, good versus decks that don't have removal. Rail's Outburst, just a good overall card against aggro. And Niv-Mizzet, which will bring in primarily when Immortal Sun is not useful. So if our opponent's not running Planeswalkers, we'll probably run Niv-Mizzet. Versus a Planeswalker control deck, we'd probably run Niv-Mizzet plus Immortal Sun. So that is the deck. And again, we're going to be playing in traditional rank. So we'll be doing some sideboarded matches. I would not recommend this deck for best of 1. I think you could play it in best of 1, but I feel like red aggro is just a pretty quick deck, and although we have kind of removal, they can get nut hands, and I would rather have access to sideboard cards like Fiery Cannonade, which is so much better versus aggressive decks. So being in red-blue, we just have more sideboard options than more linear best of 1 decks. So we do have an island and an opt and 2 lava coil. I am a little worried about keeping this hand because we're going first. So we could keep it and rely on that opt. I think mulliganing is probably overall a little bit better, but if we're playing against aggro, I do like these shocks and lava coils. So we'll see. No mountain here. Alright. So we still have another turn here to get a mountain. Usually I would expect within 4 cards you're supposed to at least draw 1 land. About more than 1 in 3 cards in our deck is lands, so basically you have like a 35 to 40% probability your draw is a land. Alright, well we're against another Izzet control, so not necessarily a big deal because we've got lava coils here. Alright, so we've got our second land, now we'll shimmer. Try and get a mountain. Steam Vents is fine. Alright, well, technically we're back in it now, because our opponent didn't really do anything. Although, it's looking like they're setting up for getting some Phoenixes out, but we've got 2 Lava Coils to deal with Phoenix. And our Narset is pretty good against card draw, although I'm sure he has burn in his hand. Alright, so now we're drawing our land. So we do have Kefnet next turn, so I'm going to play this. I feel like he's going to kill this anyways. So I just want to get my card from it.
Keep an open mind.
Ooh, I think Saheeli could be good in this game. I mean, Spell Pierce is definitely good, but I like Saheeli for the long game here, if we can make it long with these Lava Coils and Shocks. So we should Lightning Strike to kill Narset soon. But I'm not sure entirely what this deck list is. I know they would run Shocks, I would assume. So Narset lived. Alright, well, let's dig a little more. So he's probably got a shock he wants to play. Okay.
Restless, overwhelmed, meditate, and prepare.
I guess we could grab another Narset. I don't need to crash through for anything. Alright, so we could kill his Kefnet, although he could just draw it again pretty easily. I guess we'll just play ours. And hope he doesn't have removal. That seems better. Do we want it? Yeah. I think we'll reveal it. I would have preferred to place the Saheeli first here, but we'll shock Kefnet, then Lava Coil it. Yeah, and get some damage in. Not revealing an island. So we'll play our Saheeli first. Then we'll get to kill his Electromancer and make a thing. So if we made a copy of this, it would be legendary and I'd have to sacrifice it, so no point in doing that part of the ability. So we will go ahead and attack for 4 again, and looking in better shape here. We do have a shock in hand for any Phoenixes he might play. Of course, if we get him down low enough, we can shock him to the face twice. I would even consider shocking him at the end of this turn to get a servo token. So he's going to play his Kefnet and have 1 mana open. Right. So we're getting close on life totals here. If I get him to 10, I get another 1/1. I don't know. Do I want the 1/1? I think I'm... I guess that's fine. We still have a Lava Coil and a Shock in our hand, and Shimmer and Narset. So I'll be aggressive here, get him down to 10 and make a 1/1. Ooh, crash through. Okay, sure, we'll reveal that. I get a free 1/1 and I get to draw a card, so. Let's use up my red mana, which I'm not a huge fan of, because we do want to play more things. Right. What else do we want to do here? I think we want to Shimmer and see what goodies we can find. Another Saheeli. Spell Pierce, that seems reasonable in this situation. Alright, and we'll go ahead and attack with everything we can. He's at 10, so we're being aggressive. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and shock Kefnet. We do have Trample. Alright, and then we'll Spell Pierce his shock. Make sure it's the right one. Yeah, ours is a 3D card. So, alright, we get another 1-1. And if he does that mass removal, this army is just going to win the game. So you saw, because we shocked the Kefnet, the trample damage from the clash through was able to go through. That's why we did it before damage was dealt. To get the trample. And we'll pass turn. Looking pretty good here. We've got the huge board state. He's at 7. And we've really come back from being severely mana screwed early in this game. Our opponent wasn't able to get any Phoenixes out. You know, you only got 4 Phoenix in the deck, so if you're building all around the Phoenix, sometimes it works amazing, and then sometimes, you know, you don't get them. Even if you did, we had Lava Coil, so we would have dealt with them either way. Alright, so we win game 1. And let's see. I think Rekindling Phoenix could be good, although he might have Lava Coils. I think Fiery Cannonades is good against Drakes. I don't think Crash 2 is particularly good in this matchup. I mean, it does provide card draw. Negates are good. Narset seems really good in this game. I think Niv-Mizzet is much better than Immortal Sun here. He's not running Planeswalkers as far as I can tell. Is there anything we want to take out? I don't think Beacon Bolt's that important. Shocks take care of the Electromancers and Phoenixes, so I think I'm fine taking out one of those. The only question is, do I want Rekindling Phoenix? He might put in Lava Coils, but it's just a great chump blocker. God-Eternal Kefnet I think is better. Saheeli is fine, but I think I could cut one for a Phoenix. I don't think Blink of an Eye is too great in this matchup, so we could cut one there for the other Phoenix. Alright, I think this looks pretty decent. Disdainful Stroke. I mean, that counters Kefnet. See, Shimmer works better with with our own Kefnet. So basically this will just counter Phoenix, Crackling Drake. Oh, we ran out of time to sideboard. Alright, well. Alright, so this seems like a good hand. We've got Shock and Lava Coil and 2 Drakes, so I like it a lot. Enter tap. You could play Electromancer, in which case an untapped land is better. Alright, so play our Sulfur Falls. And pass turn. Now we could Shimmer of Possibility if we wanted to, but if he gets a Phoenix out or does Electromancer next turn, I'm fine shocking it. I don't feel the pressure to play it at the moment. Well, hopefully we can finish this before we get an update. Alright, see, so we save the shock and we're gonna get to kill Legion War Boss because of it. It's important we kill it before he gets to enter his combat step, because then he gets a 1/1. Alright, so now I'll Shimmer because I have nothing else to do. Narset could be good. Saheeli is a good card, but we've only got one Lava Coil. I think I prefer Narset at the moment, because it interacts better with my Crackling Drakes, because I can grab more instants and sorceries. Crackling Drakes aren't very big if I don't have anything. Alright, so he's on the Legion War Boss plan here. Alright, so when I play against important creatures, my strategy is mostly just to kill them right away rather than play a threat. So I'm just going to kill the Legion War Boss right now and save the Crackling Drakes for later. The reason why I typically do this is if I play my Crackling Drake and he has like Lava Coil on his turn, then he kills my Drake and he has more initiative, because now he gets another 1/1 token, he gets to attack, he gets to mentor. Alright, so we played another Drake, so we could like Lava Coil that on our turn or play our own Drake. Alright, so this is good. So what I'm going to do here is Lava Coil his Drake before he can go off with it. I suppose I could have Narset first to get more information. And then we'll grab our best card. Alright. And now our Crackling Drakes are all pretty big and they're all going to draw us cards. So next turn we're looking pretty good, unless he has like an amazing, like, you know, he gets out 3 Phoenixes next turn and attacks us for 9 or something.
Just wait a moment.
He doesn't, because he would have saved a shock for his turn if he was able to do Phoenix, I'm sure.
I won't forget our time.
So he probably has some Chart of Course in his hand while he prioritized killing the Phoenix. Another Crackling Drake. Alright, yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to sideboard in time, but we're still fine. So we'll draw a card, play Crackling Drake. Alright, play land and pass. And we've got 2 more, and they both draw us cards, so that puts us in pretty decent position. Okay. How many Lava Coils is that for him? Just 1, so I'm sure he has more. Alright, we've got 7 mana. So I'll start with the Saheeli. Alright, he doesn't use a counter spell on it. Hopefully our Drake resolves. Alright, it does.
You will not
Interesting.
dissuade me from battle.
I think we're pretty good on resources, so I may want to trade off because I've got more long-term advantage in my hand than he does, I would assume at this point. The only reason I blocked is he blew a lightning strike on Saheeli, so makes me think he doesn't have another one. Alright, we've got 30 minutes to play. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We can play Immortal Sun to make our Crackling Drake survive. But then we can't use our Saheeli to duplicate. Alright, I guess I'll lead with the Drake and draw a card. Alright, let's opt. Narset is actually pretty good, so we'll keep it on top. And I'm fine trading here. We could Spell Pierce, but I prefer to Shimmer because he's got a lot of mana out. Alright, we'll get a Crash through and end our turn. So now we're in pretty good shape. Even if he kills our Drake, we've got a lot of gas in our hand. Alright, and we won that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do some more traditional ranked play so you can see how this deck goes. Hopefully we can do some sideboarding this time in time and showcase how the deck sideboards better. I'm not particularly impressed with this hand because we're turned behind, but it seems fine. I mean, against control, Narset is strong, and against aggro, Lava Coil is good, and we're going first, so I'll keep. Of course, I wish we had a better opening mana, but we do have an opt to play next turn. Ooh, alright. That's nice. So we can go ahead and play a land. We'll crash through now. And we'll opt on our opponent's turn. Bluff the Spell Pierce, doesn't really matter, but alright, we already got 4 lands, so we don't need another one. Alright, so not a fan of this, but not really a fan of this play, but we don't want to take too much damage here. I guess we could have left Spell Pierce mana up, but this seems like a Gruul Warriors build, so yeah, that's what I would expect him to play. Okay. Fortunately, this has Trample, which is bad news for us. So we're digging for some Lava Coils.
There are so many with thoughtfulness before
There's
action.
one. And we'll end our turn. We can shock this if we need to, although I don't really want to. I prefer to wait until Saheeli's out. I don't know if we have 2, and I don't know if we'll ever get to use these again, so we'll counter it.
still have
Alright.
much to learn.
So I could double shock the girl Spellbreaker. And then save the Lava Coil for the Lieutenant. Oh man, this Lieutenant is so annoying for us. We need some Crackling Drakes, that's for sure. I guess I'm just gonna be taking damage from that Thorn Lieutenant, so basically I just want to draw a Crackling Drake and race him, and I'll just let the Thorn Lieutenant do its thing. I can also chump it with 1/1, so if I place a Saheeli next turn, I can shock this and chump. We still have manageable life total at this point. Alright. There's a Crackling Drake. That seems good. I think he's short on mana, so I want to play Saheeli and shock his Llanowar Elf rather than play Drake. And turn off Rekindling Phoenix and other things like that.
I will not give up.
Why would he do that in response? Like during his turn he could attack and then I blocked this and then he Thorn Lieutenants and Lightning Strikes it and kills it too. Now I'm gonna block the Thorn Lieutenant. Okay, well, never mind. Well, he's down to 1 card and he's probably gonna kill Saheeli here, so our Crackling Drake is gonna put in some serious damage.
Learn from this.
We'll see if we can draw a land. Okay, don't really want to take damage, so we'll pass. Ooh, alright, that is what we like to see. So I'm going to lead with Narset and see if we can get something good here.
I know 88 hone your prowess.
Well, there are some good things, but none we can use. Alright, let's draw a card. Alright, don't want to shock him. So I have 8 this turn. Next turn it would be another 8. That'd be 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I don't want to update. I'm in the middle of a game. Alright, so we will... I guess shock this to get another activation from Narset. And then we put him down to potentially 2 life next turn. But if we get something we can play with Narset, like another shock, we could still win that way. Oh. Well. Hellkite, okay. A Hellkite on chump duty.
Interesting technique.
Ooh, man. Wish I could get that trample this turn. Alright, so... Still dies, so I'll just attack him because I don't want him to start dealing 2 damage to my things, I guess. I mean, Immortal Sun's good here. We're at 14 life and we can draw an extra card every turn. So now we just want to draw another Crackling Drake. Or, God-Eternal Kefnet's at the bottom of our library, so... we want the Crackling Drake. Alright, Saheeli, not bad. Although we do have Immortal Sun, it still generates 1/1s, going to do things. But
Great
he can beat
things
us in
to
2
announce.
turns by paying 6 mana with Thorn Lieutenant. Yeah. Alright, Op's good. We got a blocker. This thing doesn't get trample, so... Ooh, Lava Coil. Very nice. Get another Opt in there. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Alright, kill the Thorn Lieutenant. Get another 2/2. Immortal Sun works quite nicely with Saheeli. And Immortal Sun, you know, on Saheeli, you wouldn't think Immortal Sun works well with Planeswalkers, but with Saheeli, it actually is good. It makes them into 2/2s. Alright, so he did win. Alright, game 2. What do we want versus this deck? So it was a Gruul Warrior deck. I think Rekindling Phoenix is great as a chump blocker versus them. Immortal Sun, it worked for us that game, but I think Niv-Mizzet would be better if we wanted top end. Spell Pierce, not really what we want, although it has targets. I think Cannonade could be good versus Landmark Elves, but we're going to be on the draw. I don't think we're hitting a lot with that. I think Beacon Bolt is better. 3 damage is not really what we want. We need 4 damage. We do keep the shock for 2 damage because it can kill the Landmark Elves. I mean, this does kill a Thorn Lieutenant. I think Narset is bad against our opponent on the draw. Did he run anything 4 mana or greater? He probably runs Rekindling Phoenix. I think 1 Disdainful Stroke is fine. I think Blink of an Eye is bad against him. Yeah, so maybe 2 Disdainful Strokes to counter Rekindling Phoenixes. We could, of course, do Spell Pierce in a few copies, but... Alright, we'll roll up this. A manageable hand. We've got Lava Coil. Alright, I think we want a Shimmer. Save the Crash Through for once the Saheeli's out. Do we really want to take the land here? We got Sulfur Falls next turn for Saheeli. I don't feel Shock is good if he didn't play anything turn 2. What was in play? He played Rootbound Craig first, and then played Stomping Ground. Why would he do that? Alright, unless he's mana screwed. I think we want to guarantee we can play Phoenix, so we'll take the island. We want to play, you know, Lava Coil or Saheeli followed by Phoenix. Alright, so he's got Bronchodon. We'll kill it, and landing a Phoenix will be a big deal next turn. I kind of want to save the op for once the Saheeli's out. Right. So we'll play our Phoenix. Fingers crossed that he doesn't have Lava Coil. Okay, good news so far. Not Lava Coil. Okay, there it is. Ooh, bad, bad, bad for us. So Cruel Spellbreaker, particularly devastating because Saheeli, it's got trample, so it can attack through to Saheeli. So I can't kill anything. I guess I'll Shimmer. Alright, Crackling Drake is something. Alright, Saheeli is bad in this spot, so... Alright, Kefnet is good. Alright, so we can God-Eternal Kefnet next turn, but we're going to be taking a lot of damage this turn. So, but God-Eternal Kefnet dodges Lava Coil. Whoa. So we want to draw a Lava Coil. Alright, wow. Sometimes dreams do come true. Hey, our opponent had the nut draw there, so, well, for the last 2 or 3 turns, so we deserve a Lava Coil. And, if he shocks our Kefnet, so be it. We get rid of a 4/4 with trample. Alright. Sure, I'll put it back in. So we got Crackling Drake next turn. Ooh, Lava Coil is still where I want to be, I think. It's always good to kill the threat because I don't want to Lava Coil my Crackling Drake. So we kill the Brontodon, get a 1/1 blocker. And we're kind of stabilized, although we're in a precarious position for sure at 5 life. Maybe he sided out his Lightning Strikes though for the Lava Coils. Oh, he scoops. Alright, well, our Crackling Drake was going to do a lot of work, so. Alright, so another game. We did pretty good. And unfortunately we can't play anymore because of the restart, so that'll be it for this video. This has been a Izzet Control best of 3 traditional paper magic style. So as you can see, Izzet Control, it can do some pretty good work. We won both of our games in best of 3. I don't think we lost any matches in it. Crackling Drake, still very powerful in standard. Immortal Sun main deck, something new, but it worked for us, even though we didn't play against Planeswalker builds. It wasn't to our detriment much. It worked well with Saheeli. Narset as a standout for the deck, and of course Kefnet put in a lot of work beside Crackling Drake. And our sideboard, I don't think we used too much of our sideboard in either of those games, but against aggro, I think we have a lot of good potential here for our sideboard with Fiery Cannonades. The Rekindling Phoenix is a pretty strong sideboard card as well. But of course, you can adjust your sideboard for your local meta. So although this is my sideboard, feel free to change it around if you want to test it out for your local area. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe it to our channel. If you want us to playtest a particular build in best of 1 or best of 3, please post a deck list and let me know. Thanks for watching.